Hello, and welcome to our video on the winter solstice. Happy Yule, and that's happening on the 21st of December in 2020, and that's going to be, of course, for the Northern Hemisphere, and it's going to happen in the sign of Capricorn, the goat. Now, the sun ingresses into Capricorn at 10:02 a.m. in the morning, and that's using universal time coordinated and tropical astrology. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. I'm a Rosicrucian seer, biblical astrologer, Christian psychic, and Gnostic mystic. And this is a Readings by Rosemary angelic transmission. Now, the Astrology Angel magical invocations and horoscope prediction method, which we teach, should be used with all mindfulness, since powerful forces of manifestation are unleashed. This is intended exclusively for entertainment purposes. Now we're going to take a look at the planetary formula for this event, as well as the planetary archangels and zodiac angels involved in this event of the winter solstice and the sun ingressing into the sign of Capricorn. And we're going to look at which planetary archangels and which zodiac angels are actually going to be involved, and which can be evoked, which is to call upon, or invoked, which is to call into, or invoked is to call into your circle, to invite into your circle, for the purpose of gathering angelical frequencies, which will align any magical currents one might want to utilize for this event. Now, at the moment of the winter solstice, the sun enters into the sign of the goat, Capricorn, and the ingress will activate the sign of the goat, which is analogous to the natural 10th house of social standing and fame. So that's at 10:02 a.m. That's universal time coordinated tropical astrology. So understand that right when that happens, that's an activation of that 10th house quality, that attribute, the attribute of the divine, of the one divine universe, that attribute of social standing and fame. Now, the sun, of course, the sun is a, they used to call it a planet. The ancients called it a planet. Planet just means wanderer. But the ancient planet of the sun, which is Sol in Latin, is something that is all about success anyway, and is extremely activating because it is a solar deity. So when this happens, that's really a lot of power you can use to activate your social standing and your fame. Now, the sun in Capricorn. Now, Capricorn natives are very ambitious. They're also authoritative, and they're established. The goat sun zodiac sign also possesses plentiful qualities of sincerity, ingenuity, and determination. Planetary archangel for the sun, or soul, is the Archangel Michael. He's the warrior and champion of God. Zodiac angel for Capricorn is Hanayel, with an H, Hanayel, whose divine tone is I use. Because what good is something if you don't use it, right? So, Hanayel, the zodiac angel for Capricorn, and I use the divine tone. The tarot card for the sun, or soul, is the sun. And so this is the sun tarot card to be used to invoke the sun for this event. And the musical note in the ancient Western array for the sun is C. I'm going to play that for you now to invoke the sun. When that happens, or anytime really, you can use a tone of C. We're going to use the tuning fork here. All right, now that is C for the sun. Now, the tarot card for Capricorn, since the sun is ingressing into Capricorn at 10:02 a.m. on the 21st for the winter solstice, is the Devil. And the Devil card here, and you see the Devil is it's kind of a mimic of the Lover's card, where you have an angel with Adam and Eve in the garden, and a tree, and two different trees. And here you have a devil instead of an angel, and you've got these figures that are Adam and Eve, and Adam has the fire, and Eve has the fruit, And you notice they're chained to their egos, right? They're chained to the ego. And the Devil card gives you a lot of, although it could indicate there's some deception also, however, it can indicate physical strength. And and so if you're asking a mundane question, it might be good. If you're asking a spiritual question, it might not be as good. But again, there is a strength, and in reality, Kabbalah does teach, or Kabbalah, tomato, tomato, does teach that the building up of the ego is essential to attain the highest levels of the spiritual realms. And that is because the ego is a receptive tool. It feels like it's projected, but it's not. It's receptive in reality. But it wants to receive everything of the world. But when you receive from the highest spiritual source, because you want to be equal to that highest source, how much bigger of an ego can you have? But in reality, that's when you're able to be receptive to that spiritual light, and that is when all blessings come. So there is even some good spiritual ways that the Devil card can be beneficial. Okay. Now the musical note in the ancient Western array for Capricorn is G. Okay, so we're going to play the tuning fork for you now for G to invoke Capricorn, the goat. And remember, this will be for the ingress of the sun into Capricorn on the 21st, on the winter solstice. And that is for Capricorn. That is for the invocation, evocation, or evocation, or invocation, and that is G. The note is G. Now the information found in this document, and it's attached here, and also in the description box, and also that we're presenting in this video, is based on the oral tradition known as Kabbalah, taught to me by a Rosicrucian clergy when I was but a young girl, the facts of which I've committed to memory. Thank you for joining us, and please join us again.